In this video, we will cover sets and tuples and why we should use them instead of lists. Starting with tuples. To initialize a tuple, we use a similar syntax to lists, but instead of the squared brackets, we use the normal round brackets. Tuples provide the same functionality as lists, except that we cannot change their elements, and that's because they're immutable. So if we try changing the first element, that will tell us tuple object does not support item assignment. And so of course we also cannot use append or insert. Because tuples are immutable, so they remain constant throughout our program, Python can do some optimizations. And that makes tuples faster compared to lists and also more memory efficient. For us, that means we should use tuples whenever we have a constant sequence of elements that we don't intend on changing. Next up are sets. To initialize a set, we use the remaining bracket type, so the curly brackets. And just like lists and tuples, we can fill it with any kind of object. What we immediately see is that a set does not keep order. So we defined the set as ABC, but when printing the set, it's printing BAC. And when we run it again, we get ACB. And that implies that indexing a set will not work. We get the message, set object is not subscriptable. What we can do is iterate over a set. But note that iterating over a set is slower than iterating over a list. And that kind of raises the question, why use sets at all? And the reason is they allow for a very fast membership test. So checking if an element is part of the set is significantly faster compared to lists. And this also relates to the fact that we cannot have duplicates in sets. So if we print our set and add another A to our set, then our set will just contain one A. And so sets are useful if you want to keep track of a unique set of elements. And then we can, for example, use this set to check if an element already has been computed. Another use case is getting the unique elements of a list. So let's say that is our list, and it contains A 2 times. So if we call set on our list and then list on our set, then we get a list with only the unique elements. One note on the construction of empty sets. We might think that we can create empty sets using just the empty curly brackets, but this will actually give us a dictionary. Because as you will see in the next video, the syntax for dictionaries are also the curly brackets. So if we want to create an empty set, we just use the set constructor without any elements. Okay, let's recap. Tuples are faster and more memory efficient than lists, but we cannot change the elements. Sets are slower when we want to iterate over them, compared to both tuples and lists, but they have the fastest membership check out of the three, and they will not contain duplicates.